Hey, welcome to our workshop today. My name is Matthias Allred.
I'm Dave Pettit.
Hey, and today we're going to be talking about the rural housing loans, the 100% financing from USDA.
Yeah, it's a good program.
So, hey, check out the details on this. Okay, rural housing is one of the only true 100% financing loans left right now. It almost seems like 100% financing is a thing of the past.
Yeah, a lot of people have no idea that there's actually still a couple of programs left where you can not have a down payment, 100% true financing. People think that it's just out the window.
Exactly. You'll have borrowers walking around like little Bo Peep looking for lost sheep, looking for this 100% financing program right there. Well, this is one of the great ones. We want to share you all the details with it.
Yeah, so why USDA, guys? I mean, you get the knowledge about, you got to have the knowledge of what options are available that can increase your business, first and foremost. This program will allow buyers to actually purchase more homes. First-time home buyers, this is an awesome program for first-time home buyers.
Especially first-time home buyers, maybe they're just out of college, they don't have a lot of money saved up or anything, fit right into this program.
Yeah, this is another option that can help you move some listings, guys. I mean, the knowledge is power. The more that you have, the more options that you have for your buyers, the better off that you're going to be. Pick up more potential buyers, and also you can couple your listings with a finance strategy that'll kind of help you send your borrowers in the right direction.
Exactly. It's a tough real estate market right now. Everybody knows this. The economy's down, the real estate market's down, and you've got to do more to sell your properties than just throw it on the MLS and put a sign out front. And coupling your listings with a finance strategy like 100% financing is a great way to go about that. So,
Absolutely.
Some of the program highlights for the USDA loan, again, no down payment required, 100% financing. They're all low 30-year fixed interest rates. These interest rates, Dave, are really similar to FHA.
They are. They're really not a lot different. You're talking maybe an 8.25%. Nothing too crazy. So it's good, right in line with conventional interest rates right now.
Exactly. You can finance all of your closing costs into the loan, all your prepaids, up to the appraised amount. There's no prepayment penalties on this loan. There's no monthly PMI like there is with FHA.
Yeah, that's the big one where FHA just pretty much doubled their monthly PMI. USDA doesn't require that, so it helps keep the monthly payment low.
Right. You've got a low interest rate, you've got no monthly mortgage insurance, and you're not putting a down payment. This is awesome. Awesome program.
Absolutely.
So there are some income limitations and restrictions we'll get in there, but the other cool thing about these programs is there's no balloon payments, there's no ARMs or anything like that. It's just a straight 30-year fixed loan. And again, this is great for the first-time home buyers out there.
Absolutely. So eligibility, we're going to go through a couple of things. The program qualifications, property eligibility, we'll show you how to determine whether your property is eligible or not. We're going to go through the income guidelines so you can be prepared for those, and then the credit guidelines as well.
Exactly. So program qualifications, we do have a standard close to 45% debt ratio. We do, actually one of the benefits we have in our office is we have access to GUS, which is a guaranteed underwriting system. And that's basically like Fannie Mae's or FHA's DU, desktop underwriter.
Yeah, same thing. That's where we put the information into the system and we actually generate an underwriting approval right then and there. We're one of the few places actually in the state that has direct access to run that program in-house. So that's not a plug for us, but you want to make sure that your borrowers are getting approved with GUS, not just a typical pre-approval letter from a loan officer.
And that particularly comes into play when you're pushing the debt ratios. We've seen people get approved at higher debt ratios if they've got good credit and good, maybe longer work history and those type of things. So
sure.
Keep in mind, we want to keep the debt ratios about 45%. We do need a 620 credit score is all. Most programs right now are moving to 640, and the USDA program, we can still do 620 borrowers on this, which is really great. There is a 3.5% funding fee that goes with this program. That's very similar to FHA's upfront mortgage insurance or the VA funding fee. And USDA actually just raised that this last year from 2% to 3.5%.
USDA kept running out of money, guys, and it's kind of been happening. They've been on the verge of going belly up almost, it seems like. But this is supposed to fix that. They did up it. They should lower it in the future, but for right now, that's what you need to know, 3.5% for the funding fee, and again, no monthly mortgage insurance.
So, and all of these loans on the USDA, again, they're principal and interest loans, so there's no interest-only qualifications or anything like that you need to be concerned about.
So let's talk about the property eligibility. Location, 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 right? General theme in real estate. It's got to be an approved area. So, we'll show you how to get into the maps and figure all that out here in a second. But the property types, this will allow for single-family homes, condos, or townhomes. It will not allow for multifamily homes. So no investment properties, no income-producing properties like duplexes, triplexes, stuff like that. No mobile homes, and no fixer-upper homes. So that's more the 203K that we've talked about on that.
Yeah, the workshops that we're doing on that.
Exactly.
The key with this is that this property, again, it's not for your investors that want to buy homes out in the community or anything like that. Strictly a primary residence type home. Okay, so there are some income restrictions to this program. All household income must be used to qualify for the loan. And what we mean by all household income is not just the people who are on the loan. We have to count their income, but everybody who lives at the house. So sometimes we'll get families that have a mother-in-law, father-in-law who live with them, or maybe they've got an older son, 25-year-old son that's going to college, but he's still working and live at home. We need to count all of the income for everybody into the house to meet these income qualifications. Now, as far as the loan qualification itself, we're only looking at who's going to be on the loan to qualify for the loan itself. Okay, so don't want to be confusing on that, but just to recap, all of the household income needs to be accounted for qualifying for the loan program, but only the person on the loan, their income is going to be used to qualify for the loan as far as payments and debt ratio and stuff.
Exactly. So you touched on this, but if you've got mom, dad, aunt, uncle, brother, sister living with you in that household, their income is going to count even if they're not on loan.
Exactly. So, okay, there is an allowance for child care expenses. So if you've got children that go to daycare or anything like that, there's a deduction off of the income for that. But when we talk about these income restrictions, they're not bad. A family of 4 in Utah County, for example, can make $74,900. A family of 5, which actually isn't that hard to find in Utah County.
Not that uncommon.
So, but they can make almost $100,000.
Right.
$98,850. So, and if you want more details about different counties or specifics, you need to go to USDA's website. We can help you with that. You can also go to ruralhomeloans.us and click on the eligibility tab, and that will take you to USDA's website.
Right. Okay, so let's talk about credit score for just a second. 620 minimum credit score, no late payments in the last 12 months, no open collections or judgments. There is a tiny bit of leniency, right? You've seen a little bit of leniency.
A little bit of
with that?
leniency for medical stuff.
Right.
If they've got a good letter of explanation, but it's not quite as lenient as your FHA stuff.
Right, right. Okay, and then one thing that you've kind of seen come about with FHA and whatnot, 3 open and active trade lines. Okay, so they've got to have 3 open and actively using those trade lines.
All right, so here's some myths about USDA. Dave?
Hey, old dango, I'm going to find me a house out there in the middle of nowhere. Thank you, sir.
So that's the big myth is people say, oh, USDA, that's U.S. Department of Agriculture. That's just for country homes or houses way out in the country, farms and those type of things, hillbilly type stuff. So, and that's really not the case. USDA, here's some areas that qualify for. This is downtown Park City. It qualifies for that. This is a picture I took offline of the Walmart out in Saratoga Springs. This whole Walmart area, I mean, that area is just booming and developed. And so really USDA is not for just rural communities as far as like, look, we've got cows and pigs and chickens out on the farm type thing. But there's some great areas that qualify for this.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Park City, Midway, there's just some awesome areas that qualify for this. So just a quick shout out to my dad and brother. Thanks for letting us use that picture. They were up here from Louisiana for the holidays. Just kidding. Mostly kidding anyway. Okay, again, location. What areas qualify? So you can look at USDA's website. They've got some maps that specifically outline everything. You can also link to it through ruralhomeloans.us /eligibility. And you can also get there from our blog, UtahRealEstateBuzz.com.
You know, we did a training video on how you can go and use USDA's website and how you can find out if a property qualifies and stuff. And so you go to the Utah Real Estate Buzz, it's the URL right there, or you can just search the categories for USDA and you'll find that there. So there's some areas here in Utah, Dave, that just flat out don't qualify, that we can't use.
Right. Salt Lake County is one of those. Just nowhere in Salt Lake County, nowhere in Davis County, nowhere in Weber County. You can't use that here. And there's also some areas that have ineligible parts, right?
Yeah, so some of the part of the county qualifies, some don't. Utah County, Cache County, and Washington County. Cache County is up there in Logan area, so Logan City itself doesn't qualify, but all of the surrounding areas do.
Like Wellsville or somewhere like that would probably qualify for...
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And then same with St. George. St. George City itself doesn't, but I think Washington City does, or Santa Clara or something.
Hurricane.
Yeah,
places
some of
like
those
that.
outlying areas do qualify for.
Same thing with Provo versus Saratoga Springs, Eagle Mountain.
Exactly. So you want to check on USDA's maps and go through. You can plug in a specific property address and it'll tell you if it qualifies, or you can just browse the maps for a general area.
Yeah,
right there, so.
if you're kind of on the border, we're going to go through these maps and look at it, but you can search by property address. So
Exactly.
that'll
So,
tell you right there.
Here's just a screenshot of Utah County itself. This is right off of USDA's website, and this area here, this orange area, is the ineligible areas. So all of this right here is ineligible. But there's a lot of areas out here in Saratoga Springs, Eagle Mountain area, and south of the Salem area that do qualify. In fact, if we zoom in here on Saratoga Springs, and again, Google, they use the Google Maps feature, but this isn't, don't go to google.com to find it.
That's what I would do, but
You've got to go to the USDA website. But as you zoom in, look, if you're browsing around, it looks like the Jordan River right here is the border on what qualifies. So everything east of here doesn't qualify, everything west does. And this Four Corners area, Dave, you've been down there. This is where the Smiths and the Walmart and all that big shopping area is.
Absolutely.
With all the houses.
Yeah,
so.
I was just a quick plug for this program. I was down there last weekend in Eagle Mountain. My parents are thinking about actually moving up here from Louisiana, and we looked out in Eagle Mountain. I come from a small town. I thought they might like kind of a small town feel out there. It's beautiful.
It's not so small town anymore.
No, it's not so small town, but it's out there. There's nice properties out there. I mean, I'm talking, 150 grand. You're getting a real decent property out there. So hey, it is a good option for first-time home buyers that don't have a down payment, and they are good areas that these places are in.
Exactly. So,
benefits to you guys: you're going to help more buyers get into more homes, better exposures for your listings. You got to be doing more than the competition's doing.
Exactly.
You got to be that person who's taking it to the next level. At the end of the day, we want to help you list more, sell more, and ultimately make more money.
I mean, that's why we're in here. We're here to help our clients and customers, but we're here to make money too. And we understand that knowing these strategies and knowing about these programs can help us do that.
Absolutely.
So,
a couple of resources for you guys. Ruralhomeloans.us. We touched on that a little bit. Matthias' pretty face down there. That's going to tell you, it's a great resource for not only for your buyers but for you. All the links to all the USDA pages and whatnot. You can go through and look at eligibilities and whatnot. But basically just what we went through on that website.
Yeah, exactly. You can show your buyers this. You can send them there for yourself. But highlights about the program. There's a realtor resource section for you that's got some great tools and stuff for you to use is there. We get a lot of people that say, awesome, this is cool, I know about the program now, thanks for the details, but what do we do? How do we use this?
Yeah, how do you implement it? We've learned that implementation is just the key, because this is a great strategy. It can make you money, but what are you going to do with it now? So one thing that you can do with it today, what can they do with it on the MLS?
Well, if you've got properties that fit in these areas, check and make sure they fit, but update your MLS listing with information about it. It says, hey, this home qualifies for 100% financing with USDA. Contact Dave or Matthias, and they'll get you more information about it.
Yeah, that's something that's super easy. You can do it, you can have your assistant do. It takes 2 seconds, update that listing, so that when people are browsing on utahrealestate.com or whatever, and they click on these things, they can actually see that property, it's a financing strategy like what we talked about before.
Exactly. And understand, if a borrower's looking through a bunch of properties online, and they get information on yours that says, hey, you don't have to put any money down, that's going to be a stronger pull than
the guy that's got his house listed next door that doesn't say that.
Exactly. So some other tools that we want to offer you, we've got a great online system that creates a single property website for your listing, again designed to get you some exposure. This has got some great social media tools that you can use with your blogs, with Facebook, and those type of things.
Yeah, if you're interested in the single property websites, for sure get in touch with us. That's a cool thing. We've also got the Homebuyer U thing that we've done up, UtahHomebuyerWorkshops.com, where we've taken a little bit different approach, pretty much the same information, but tailored it a little bit more to the home buyer, so they can go on there and link to this or discussions about other types of financing as well.
Exactly. We've got some tools for you as an agent so that you can direct your buyers to get the same type of information and help out. And then this one, Dave, this one's one of my favorites because it's so visual. Okay, it's the Sign Writer, the yard signs program.
Yeah.
So what we've done is we've got a bunch of yard signs that we can put in your properties or your listings with you right next to yours that advertise, hey, this home qualifies for 100% financing. And so as people are driving around the neighborhood or coming up to view the properties, they're going to see your house with this sign that says no down payment required, and the house next door that just got a real estate sign in it.
You've implemented this program personally. How'd that work out for you?
Yeah, it's awesome. I've had a lot of success with that. We do put a call capture number on there, so any leads that we get, we always ask them, like, hey, what house are you looking at? They'll tell us, and we immediately send that lead over to you as the agent to make sure you're following up with them.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. I mean, Matthias has had some good success with this. I know that you've picked up probably 20 real estate agents off of this alone that
yeah.
you've been able to train and talk to them about the USDA product, and we could even provide references of people have closed deals because of your yard signs. So you talk about easy implementation. Call us, tell us where you want these yard signs, and we'll go put them out there for you.
Exactly. So great program. Okay, and then the other thing we want to talk to you about is our Utah Real Estate Buzz. This is our industry blog. This is where we like to post news about the industry, about programs and guidelines, and particularly about this USDA. The guidelines tend to change a little bit on this program.
Absolutely. Just a couple of months ago, nobody was even doing USDA because the money wasn't there, and then they were, but they kind of weren't, and so things change all the time. We just want to keep you guys informed. This isn't anything that's branded specifically to us. We want you guys to be informed with the changes that are happening in the industry. We don't expect you to be a loan officer, but it's good to know. Knowledge, again, is power.
Exactly. For example, this post, when I took this picture, is a little old, but this was about the tax credit when it's getting ready to get extended.
Right.
And so great news about what's going on in the industry. And you can also subscribe for free right here. So you always want to make sure you're staying current.
Absolutely. At the end of the day, guys, happy homeowners are great clients. You know that. I know that. I think we all know that. We want to help you list more, make more, sell more homes. That's what we want to do, and we want to get these clients into the properties that they want to be in. They're not going to be, sometimes clients just settle, and with this product, we found that they don't have to. They can get pretty much everything they want. It's a good product. It's a good tool.
And it's 100% financing.
100%
So they
financing.
can choose the home they want, not have to worry about what their down payment's going to be, if they have enough money saved up or anything like that. So
absolutely. We hope this has been useful to you guys today. You can get in touch with us below. Myself, Dave Pettit, or Matthias Allred. We've got our contact information posted below. If you have questions about the USDA product, please give us a call. Please implement this in your business. I know it'll help you grow it.
All right. Appreciate you stopping by. You guys have a great day.
Thanks.